I would first like to say that I think that the male influence in my life, whether it be uncles, my grandfather, or my father, was both super impactful in terms of how I grew up and how I carry on in my day-to-day life, and kind of how the lessons that I carry and try to share with youth, regardless of gender, are very important. When it comes to my father in particular, he was super involved, always there, always very connected. We share the same passion still, whether it be football or cars or golfing or things like that. Throughout growing up, my father was there doing it with me, and my grandfather as well. They're just doing random things, just doing stuff, and then creating a bond, whether it be a weekend going fishing or a day going golfing or a day working on football technique or something like that. But when I think about the impact that my father had on me in particular, I think about the impact that he had on other individuals, and how his work in his community and his work that he did for the youth in his community in particular really impacted me into what I'm doing today. Unfortunately, my father passed about 4 or 5 years ago at this point, and once again, it's something that I think about every single day. Think about the connections that could have had, or the activities that we could have done, but I can't say that the loss was totally negative. The amount of positive that has came out of seemingly a negative experience, or the amount of experiences that have came out of the loss of my father, is one of the things that I pride myself on, being able to say that my father made me who I am today. And generally speaking, had the largest impact of any person on my life. My father was humanitarian, did a lot of work with youth and football and stuff of that nature, and that carried on through me, with the same love and passion of football for coaching and all that sort of good stuff. But being able to give back to the youth in a way that I feel is valuable, and as well as sort of carrying on his name physically, because I am the third, but carrying on his name in spirit as well, by chasing the same mission, to kind of get kids involved in their passion and take that passion as far as they want to go, whether it be football or something else. I would have to say that's the biggest message that my father imparted into me, and the biggest piece of what I think fatherhood really means to me. And that's, from a father to a son kind of aspect, giving your son or your child a concept of what it means to be here. Not for nothing, when my father passed, it was ironic because I felt a sense of being prepared. Not as in like it had been planned for, but in the sense that throughout my entire life I had been taught lessons and skills that prepared me to be a leader, prepared me to be in situations that are turbulent, and prepared me to think, on my toes, and be a leader for people that are in need, and be a support for people that are in need. And that's major, having the concept that my life is about what I decide to put my passion into. That's my biggest thing. That's kind of the grand scheme of what I think my father really left behind and imparted in me. That my passion is what my life is going to be, and how I decide to invest my passion and how I decide to invest that time is really the most important thing. And personally, I choose to invest it in other people.